Hi guys, welcome to the next video of 2B2TMCPE.org. I was gonna be uh, making my next video tomorrow, but I just got talking to Michi, and I thought, okay, why not? Let me make another video right here because the opportunity is such. So I was asking Michi if he started working on Darkstar 6 and DK6, and he said no. He's working with Crimson, Crimson, and a few other people on a new mega base, he was saying. So that's nice. And I said that's cool. That's cool. So again, I Tristan is here, and so let's call I Tristan. TPA. Yeah, I Tristan, and let's call you TPA here. Goat Great. So okay, so I think that's what's nice is I think that Young left, and who's here? Tristan is here. Cool. And uh, Tristan is here, and Michi's here. And where is Quat? I'm not able to pronounce the name. Let me just read it again. TP here. Kotvika. Kotvika TPA here. Except Kotvika. So, oh, Kotvika's here. Yeah, so they're here. People are here. So, that's the fun part. Oh, I'm without an armor. So, I'll get an armor. So, I'll tell these guys, I'll get an armor. Guys, I'll get an armor 1 ICC. So I'll just go and get an armor because we don't have an armor here. And so I will be just pausing the recording because I'll have to go and get the armor from somewhere. So just hang on, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Hi guys, so we are back. We have got our stuff that we needed. And let us go to Tristan. Is he here? Tristan is cool. So so Tristan? No, Tristan is not here. Okay. Seems Tristan is left. Has he? Mitsuyasun Kotwika also left. I like the name though, Kotwika. And where is Tristan? Has Tristan gone? Oh yes. Oh, he's not. Okay. So let's wait for them to come back. In the meantime, I'm just thinking of so the good thing is we could help someone, and let's do the same thing. Why carry a kit, find somebody and give him things. What better than that, than scaring them and all that? And what's the use of a kit as such? So let's do that. Also I want to build, but I want to make my flooring. What do I do? I'm getting more enticed to make my flooring. I like to do the flooring of my first base somehow. It always gives me a lot of peace. I mean, it's a good distraction. Can't keep it here because somebody will come on the way, and if they're a little playful, they'll want to attack me. So the best thing is that we can run away. So at this place where I had made my first base, it was very close to the spawn, when I started 2B2TMCPE, I had no idea about spawn and what happens if you're close to spawn, or if you're not close to spawn, what's the difference. Never thought about it. But then it was easily, for people, it's very easy for them to discover it. And also, I didn't know then that you should not be accepting TP of everyone. So I would just accept TP, and then a lot of people would come, and they would be initially very friendly. Some of them, I'll tell you a story. I'll not tell those who they are now because they are friends of mine now. But there was this group of people who came and who said that they felt bad that I had been grieved, and they said they'll help me rebuild. and they started rebuilding with me. So they built us a cute little house also. And then suddenly I see a lot of people suddenly coming at my base, they're being teleported. And then I'm wondering what's happening. And then, so these guys who were just actually acting like they're building for me were actually there just to come and grief whatever more I built. So, so, so basically, although I know that I'm putting this flooring here, I just put it a few days back also. It all gets mm, grieved. But the thing is that if I can get a picture of it, it's really nice. It looks nice from the sky. Although last time I was not very happy with what I built. I'll clear these a little later. The last time my strategy of building the floor was random pieces flying around the floor. But not really. I realized that that wasn't the best thing to do. So I'm gonna go back to how I used to always build it, and that was in straight lines. That always made a very good design. So let's see today if I'm first of all able to build it or not. Somebody like Lego comes here, and then he'll come and try to kill me, and then put TNT here. My initial days were, when I look back at it now, were a lot of fun because there were a lot of people who knew the base, and see, primarily one should understand that when you're coming to play in 2B2T, you're not coming here to play to build things. Honestly speaking, well, of course you should build, but you should build very far off, so that, and then you can't show that build to anyone. Except now, of course, that we have got videos, and I've never seen Darkstar 5, Michi's Darkstar 5 in person, but I saw it on the video, and the video is still on YouTube. I think so it's on Michi's YouTube channel itself. So I really liked it. So now we can see others builds. In earlier days when YouTube was not there, I presume you would not be able to even show what you built to might be just a handful of people. So I was talking about the fact that basically I was saying that, see, when you come on 2B2T, I digressed a bit. I keep digressing a lot actually. I digress so much that when I was small, my teacher used to tell my mother in the parent-teacher meetings that he's always on a tangent. If you're teaching a subject, he'll be always asking the question which is somewhere on the tangent of that subject. Anyways, guys, so getting back to this, so basically when you're coming in 2B2TMCPE, basically most of the people here they like griefing. They're coming here to grief others. Griefing is what, the other day somebody was telling me that somebody new would not know what griefing is. So griefing is basically very simply this, that, see, the word also says griefing, to give grief. How do you give grief in a game? You give grief in a game by breaking something that somebody built with by spending a lot of time. For example, in this video, as I speak to you, I'm building this. So I'm spending time building this. So what happens is that griefer would come and just come and destroy it, because that's the fun of it. They like to play. That's how this game is. In fact, this game is like that. It's an anarchy server in which you're supposed to go about breaking others' things. So, although I don't do it, I rarely do it. But it's not fun because when you build yourself and when you see your things get destroyed, so you feel bad about it. So that is why it is not a very cool thing to grief, but griefing is a part of 2B2T, and it has to be, otherwise there's no fun in it. If everybody's only again building, so then why would you play together? Over here there's fake fights. I mean, I would call it a fake fight only because fighting in the real world, but there are fake fights. There are even on chat sometimes. Sometimes, not always. I like that. This is what I like about. There's a lot of things that I like, particularly about MCPE, and one of them is that the chat is not toxic every day, and even it's hardly toxic. I mean, toxic can be worse. But it's not that it's not. So that's one thing that's nice about this server, and that's why I like to play here more. So, nevertheless, I was talking to you about griefing, what griefing is all about. And since my flooring is very close to the spawn, and a lot of people already have a TP to this place, I mean, they have set home to this place because I used to call everyone, and I never had a problem actually, honestly speaking. That broke a lot of ice with a lot of players on this server, and made me friends with almost everybody, because honestly it did not hurt me so much. Although if you would ask them about the days when I had just joined 2B2TMCPE and how I would literally be feeling so bad about things on the chat and writing, and I'm sure if one of them makes their videos and talks about it, if they would speak about me, they would say that how I would get so disturbed, initial days on the chat. I would not get disturbed, but uh, um, I honestly did not know about the fact that they would be griefing to that level. So, but I think so. I really enjoyed that part of the initial days. I'm enjoying now also being the way I am. It's a good server to play. I'm telling you. The good thing is that many people try to boast off, that their servers are very strong, but honestly speaking, their servers are boring. This server's got a lot of life, a lot of people, a lot of talkative people. That's the best part. And many a times for me, this server is like mm, it's like a mini chat room. Many times, and it's not just me. Many players do this. They would be just standing like statues around, and when you look at them, and you initially you would wonder. When I was new, I remember Moisty, who's like one of my favorites. So Moisty would sit on this island only, and for hours he would be just sitting, and he would make himself like a small little castle to sit in, so that nobody can hit him from below or from above. And he would just sit there for hours. And at that time I would wonder that but why would he just be sitting there? And then I later on got to know that yes, people like to chat, and I like to chat a lot, and it's a lot of fun. So that's about how it was in those days. It's really nice now also. Like I mean I'm still getting griefed. I'm still getting killed. I'm still running from Lego, and I think so. My so there's something called a KDR. I think so. Some of you know about it. Some of you don't. So KDR is, I think so, the kill to death ratio, as in how many you've killed and how many times you've died. So, so I think so. I must be one of those guys who's been killed by almost everybody on the server. And I don't think so. I've hardly killed anybody. If somebody got killed by me, I think so. That's because of the enchantment of thorns on my armor. I think so. Mostly they've got killed by that. I've hardly got killed anyone. I'm not extremely good at PvP. The reason being, I generally don't like it also so much. I mean that is this aspect of this game, which it's nice. There's no doubt. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to fight, and I used to be so. In fact, ZSK was reminding today. ZSK has become a very good friend of mine. Although at one point of time, we had a big fight and all that. So same like Michi, although Michi was not like ZSK. ZSK was like really out of the world. But now ZSK is again a very close friend, and so ZSK was just saying today on this island. Do you remember initial days how much he used to kill me? And that is a fact. ZSK, मेरे को, he used to kill me a lot. So but now it's different. It's nice. It's nice to have some people to go to and play with. I think so. That's the good part about uh, all those servers in which you can play with other people. I think so. But of course, so the problem is that I'm earlier just one shulker of concrete would be sufficient to you know uh, cover this whole area. But now what's happened is that over time, I think so. I kept on building it larger and larger, and then unfortunately, I built it so large now that one shulker of concrete is not enough to cover the flooring. So I'm not going to go now covering up the whole thing, because that's like a wastage of a build kit. I'd rather give it to somebody who would really want to do something really nice. Although I like my flooring and I'm doing a nice thing, not that I'm not doing a nice thing. But uh, so I'll just do one thing. I'll just I think so. Just cover one portion of it, so that one portion is like you can say in fact that can be like the portion where the guys can do the PvP and spare my flooring. So this was a little, although there's one floor here, but let's leave it. Let's leave it because there are some obstructions in between. Even this was going through an obstruction, we finished it. So see, another whole strip is over. So let's only do strips all this way. Let's do it this way. Let's take a blue now. Although I like to go crisscross, because that crisscross eventually the effect is very beautiful. If I, like for example, if I really want to waste these very important kits, I find them important even if you have more. I don't like it, for example, there's one thing that I definitely don't like about griefing is that these guys, they even they just blast the kits away, they just put TNT or crystals, and if they find somebody's stash, so the way to grief it is that you just blast it. See, there are two issues why they do it. One is that no place is safe in 2B2T. You can always, there's always a fear of things getting griefed, so it's taking more headache, in fact, on you, where to place it, how to hide it, hope so nobody comes there, and then also go through a slight phase of sadness for a couple of minutes, that, oh, my stash, that was there, this was there. So that's also, I think, that they destroyed it. And the second thing is that it's a skill to transfer a lot of kits very quickly, and very few, if only somebody who has been dealing with kits for a long time can do it very quickly. Otherwise, it's like it takes time. So I think that's what they destroyed, and that's what I feel bad. It's not that you might have a very huge stash, but always, you never know when suddenly you would never be able to dupe again. Imagine if you can't dupe again, ever again, then eventually one day your kits will get over. But anyway, I'm sure many of the 2B2T MCP players will be thinking that, don't worry, even if there is no due for the next 10 years, we have enough and more stashes all over the 3 worlds of 2B2TMCPE. So one thing is, guys, that whoever wants to come and play on this server and meet all these various interesting people here and be friendly, win their trust, see their stashes, see their builds, it's a good place to come to. But you have to get the server right. This is 2B2TMCPE.org. That's the server that I play on, and I think so that should be the correct input I'm giving you guys also of the server ID or whatever. And because there are confusingly, there are a couple of 2B2T servers. Somebody who just starts playing initially, they would not even know that 2B2T is played in 2 different languages. One computer languages, as I said earlier. One is of course Java, the older version, the version in which um, the mothers or the older versions of the language today, and then it was made in Bedrock for the new devices also, because Java would also not might be that compatible with phones and pads. So then eventually new languages were made, which would obviously be because it's a new device, new ways. So it was called Bedrock, and Bedrock is also the lowest bottom-most layer of this game. Uh, and on Bedrock, you play this game, and so on Bedrock now there is a different 2B2T, as I mentioned in my previous, or might be the video before that also. So this particular, there is a 2B2TPE, there is 2B2E. This is 2B2TMCPE.org, guys. So now I think so this is looking a little better. I mean, better in the sense it's fine, it's just straight lines, so nothing very nice about it. But now what's happened is that with this yellow line in between, each time the blocks are getting placed differently, and so each time now there's a slight kind of a pattern you can see building out on its own. But you see, if you look at how much is left, my shulker is almost halfway through, and I think so I'll not even be able to finish 1/4 of this particular platform that's built here. So somebody's saying that somebody called Fuse Smile is saying that Postal, please help me. I'm stuck in chunk, man. Noobs trap me. Noobs won't trap, because I know if he's talking of it's noob, it's noob won't trap, because it's noob helped me when I had joined. It's noob doesn't trap. It's noob doesn't trap. I know. Yeah, so he's never trapped me. In fact, he helped me. I was going to be, in my initial days, be bet trapped and by another player, and luckily it was happening all on the chat. So it's Snoop heard it or saw it, and he responded saying that don't do that. So there's this guy called Fusmile who's saying, no, I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it. Don't believe it and laugh out loud. No, I don't think so. You do that. So somebody's just playing, I think so. It's no, won't do that. I can't do anything. Why just TPA to me? Come here. Can't you TPA also? What was his name? I'm sorry. Smile. What smile was it? S-smile. S is in Fusmile. Fusmile. Oh, sorry. F-U-S-smile. Yes. Just TPA him here. So although I know that there's always a risk with a new player or a player with an alt account who could just come and grief your place, but that's alright. This place is no big deal. He's here. He's in his armor and he's fine. What happened to the chunk ban? Nothing. Hi. Hello. What's up? So he's here. He's fine. Cool. So we can go back to our building. Well, I'm on another account. Okay. But what should I do? Ask Michi. Ask Michi. I think Michi knows a little bit about that. Ask Michi. He would know. That is above me. So I think he's been chunk banned. So either Michi or might be Kai or City Leader, one of the seniors. Moisty might be, if Moisty was here. Moisty could help him. Might be they would know. I would not know what to do. So let him ask Michi. Michi's the right person right now. Michi's online or not? Michi. Michi's gone. Michi's gone. Whom else can he ask? So Michi's not here. So he can ask. No name might be. No Name might know, or Firiclaw might know, Lego might know us. Lego, but Lego might know. Lego should know, might be, I don't know. Let him wait for Michi then. I think we have to wait for a day or two. So guys, I'm thinking I'll stop this video here and come back to you guys again very soon with something more about what's happening in 2B2TMCPE and what's new, if there are any wars, incursions, which clans are uh, fighting. The very nice Fruit Republic that had started earlier. I was a part of Strawberry Salamanders. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it was Moisty's group, and I think so we won that competition or whatever. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for walking. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun, guys, and if you do like to keep watching this, subscribe. Thank you, guys. Do like if you like it. Thank you, guys.